Good morning, class. Today we're going to learn about natural resources. Yay! It's a very important topic for you to learn, and it's pretty fun, okay? Okay, who can tell me what a natural resource is?
Can it be water?
Yes, it could be water. Let's write water. What else do you think a natural resource is?
Air?
Air. Okay, awesome. Air. Okay. Now, let's see. What is a natural resource? A natural resource are resources supplied by nature. These are things that the earth makes that we could use. Okay? What are some examples of? Can you tell me some examples of natural resources?
Maybe trees?
Yes, awesome. Trees are natural resources. Can you give me another example?
How about rocks?
Yes, rocks are another type of natural resource. Okay, how do we use these resources? Okay, another example of natural resources are air, animals also, coal, and even solar power, because those items are given to us by the earth for us to use. How can we use these natural resources? In what ways can we use natural resources? You have any idea of how can we use them? Okay, how do we use air? In what ways? You have any idea? Is there air here around us? What do we have? What do we need in order to live?
We need to breathe.
We need to breathe, and air provides us with oxygen. Okay, another thing that we could use that is a natural resource are animals. How do you think we can use animals?
To eat?
To eat. For example, do you have any idea?
Meat?
Meat, okay, and also eggs from the chicken, right? Okay, another example. How can we use trees? In what ways? Do you see anything that has trees or is made out of trees here in the classroom?
A chair maybe? A table?
Yes, if it's wood, it comes from trees. And something else that is really amazing is that a natural resource can also be solar power. Do you know how could we use solar power? The energy that comes from the sun rays. Do you know how could we use that? No? Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Plants, trees need solar power. They need to grow and get the energy so they could go through a process called photosynthesis, which is a science topic that it's something that plants go through to make their own food. And also solar power is used for us to be warm and not to be in winter and be cold the whole year around. Okay, but these resources can be classified into can be put into two different natural resources, okay? There are two classifications of natural resources, okay? First, what is a renewable resource? What do you think a renewable resource? Okay, it says renewable. What do you think a renewable source is? It's a natural resource, but what do you mean renewable? Renewable means? You have any ideas? No? Well, a renewable resource are natural resources that never run out. These are what are things that you might think are renewable resources that they can reproduce from time to time?
Animals?
Animals, okay, animals can have babies, and they have babies and they can grow, and those babies can have more babies to grow, and so on. Okay, what are other natural renewable resources that we could use? That do you know that they cannot finish? Air. Air cannot finish, but we have to take care of trees so that the trees keep on doing oxygen, producing oxygen for us to breathe. So we have to take care of trees, because trees are renewable resources, but if you cut them out at the same time, they take years to grow back for them to be usable. Okay? Okay, now what are some ways in that we use renewable resources? Yeah, water. Water is a renewable resource. It never finishes, and it goes through a water cycle, and we use it to drink, and also trees that grow back again, right? And we can use them as tables, pencils also. Okay, now the second classification of a natural resources are non-renewable resources. Right now we talked about renewable, but now we're going to talk about non-renewable. It's not renewable. What do you think that means? If it's not renewable?
You cannot replace it?
We cannot replace it. It cannot grow again, or it cannot be made again by people, because it takes millions of years to form. Okay, a natural resource are natural resources that cannot be replaced if finished. If we finish them, they cannot be replaced. We cannot make them. Who can tell me an example of what a non-renewable resource is?
Coal?
Coal. Perfect. Yeah. Coal is not. It is a non-renewable resource. It cannot be made again. Coal takes thousands and thousands of years and pressure underground for it to form. Coal, for it to form, and petroleum too. Natural resources and the petroleum and coal. Okay. Now we're gonna do this assignment. You're going to get a cotton ball and place it. You could look at it, you could stretch it, and you have to select which items are made from cotton, okay? Well, now that you're done with the assignment, why should we take of natural resources?
Because then we're not going to have any?
Yes, we have to take care of our natural resources, because then they could finish, and we need natural resources so we could survive. We need natural resources so we could have homes to live in, we could have food, materials to work with, and other things that we need in our daily lives, like air. Okay, what are some ways that we could substitute these natural resources? Do you have any idea how we could? What are some ways to substitute them? Okay, if you don't know, well, take a guess. What does substitute mean?
To use something?
Okay, to use something else. Okay, what are some ways? For example, can air be substituted? No, right? Okay. Can coal? Can we? No, that's fine. We can use. That's fine. We could use solar power. We could replace coal. Okay, have learned today about natural resources. Why are natural resources important? Yes, they're important because we need them to survive on a daily basis. And it is important also, yes, to take care of them for them not to finish. Okay? Now you're going to do this natural resources match. You have to match the natural resources to the products it makes. Once you're finished, you can give it to me. Okay, students, you have done a wonderful job in this natural resources lesson. Awesome, students.